Well, considering that my membership for, this podcasting thing on Spreaker is just renewed, I might as well record another episode. So here we are. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be talking about WWE, naturally. We'll be having a little funny skit that I recorded with the kids prior to my grandfather's passing, called The Singing Car Ride. And also we'll be talking about, considering everything's been going on, bereavement. So, bear with me here. Stay tuned. Let's do it. Companies have undue power. They have a ridiculous amount of power over the lives of their employees. I recently experienced the loss of two loved ones back to back. Had a family friend about a decade and a half ago who experienced something similar. They lost all of their grandparents in 1 year. Just tragic course of events. And my grandfather, the one who I'm named after, Daniel Harrison Crawford Sr. is his name, he passed away on May 5th, 2 days before the 10-year anniversary of my mom's passing. And then after we buried him on May 10th, May 11th, my great uncle passed away. That was on my mom's side. See, I got 5 days paid for bereavement for my grandfather. The problem, though, stop. Sorry, I had to talk to y'all at traffic. The problem, though, is that barely any companies will give you any kind of bereavement for when you lose an uncle. Whether it's an uncle or great uncle or great great uncle, it doesn't matter to them. They typically give you bereavement only for your parents, your grandparents, not your great grandparents, but just your grandparents. For your, probably heard my phone slap there, but they'll give you bereavement for parents, grandparents, children, siblings, and spouse. That's it. My complaint with that is, why should it be up to a company who matters to you? Why should it be up to a company who you can mourn? Because let's be honest here. If you are forced to still go to work despite losing a loved one, you're effectively being told that when you have no bereavement, you're being told, nope, if you can't afford it, then you can't mourn. You can't mourn your loved one. It's absurd. It's ridiculous that in this society of ours, we have companies that arbitrarily tell us who we are allowed to mourn. Got a best friend who you feel like is your brother or sister? That don't matter. Can't mourn them. You got an uncle or great grandparent or aunt or great aunt, what have you, or cousin. Any of them passes away? Nope. Too bad. Can't mourn them. They don't matter. That's something that greatly cuts me deep. And I think that should bother all of us. That we can't take time off when we lose someone who we love dearly. It shouldn't matter if it's an immediate family member. Which of course only covers the people who I listed. That shouldn't matter. Some people are closer to their cousins than they are their own siblings. Some people have no siblings and only have their cousins. Some people are closer to their great grandparents than they are their grandparents or even their own parents. Some people, like me, really close to, or somewhat even somewhat close to their great uncles or aunts, because they have been big parts of their lives.
I mean, it is truly disturbing, in my view, that our society is built for the benefit of profit and not for the benefit of humanity. Because a society that is built for the benefit of humanity would allow you to value the life of each and every person who comes your way. Hell, you should be able to mourn a coworker. Yes, that means probably shutting down the whole place if something happens to a coworker for, even a short period of time. Maybe 1 or 2 days. The fact that you can't get a paid day off to mourn anybody that you want, you've been paid a handful of days off, that's awful. And why even cut it off there? Why shouldn't we be allowed to mourn a pet that we love? Because a lot of people love their pets the way they love their children or their family members. A lot of people consider the pets to be family members. I remember I was devastated when my cat passed away 20 years ago, this year actually. It's just, you can tell what we value as a society, and it certainly isn't people. We don't care in our society about, we're not compassionate, let's put it that way. And that's something I think we should think about, regarding our future. Do we want to be a compassionate society? Why must we prioritize money? Why must we prioritize things that will not survive the passage of time? That, to me, my friends, is gross. It's gross. And that's what we need to change. We're in bad need of change.
Okay, it's recording. Are you happy?
Stop singing!
How dare you?
You're so bad at singing.
No, I'm not. Get out of my way!
Shut up.
You stupid cars!
Maybe if you hit him on the head, it'll make him working.
You have to talk in a singing voice in this car.
No, we don't.
And you don't either.
That's it. You're grounded! Again.
You can't ground us for not singing. That's just stupid.
Inaccurate. Prepare to be grounded.
Prepare to be punched.
I feel like
That's not a good singing voice.
I feel like
I'm not singing, for one.
Quit interrupting your sister.
I feel like I'm in a really bad musical right now.
This isn't bad.
It's terrible.
You're right.
That may be correct.
You're right. It's awful.
That's it.
Oh, it's not awful.
If you want
It's
to
trash.
be ungrounded, you have to sing.
No!
Yes.
I don't sing like that. I don't sing like I'm in the freaking opera.
That's the only way to sing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Who taught you that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. His brain got turned upside down.
If you hit him, it'll go back the way it was.
No, don't do that. I'm driving. That's dangerous.
Do it.
No.
Yes.
That's correct, Madison. That's the right way to say it, is yes. But no.
You're stupid.
What's stupid is you're not singing.
You're stupid because you're singing.
That's it. I shall beat you to the sounds of music.
Did your parents tell you you had a great singing voice?
No.
They told the truth.
They didn't say anything.
Because they felt embarrassed.
That's it. I shall beat you repeatedly
What was
with
singing?
my hand while singing swat, swat, bang, slap. Have you learned your lesson? In which case you'll go, no, I haven't learned my lesson because I don't sing. And I'll say, that's it, you're going to get it again.
So stupid.
Because he's stupid.
I refuse to acknowledge this disrespect.
Hey, you're the next one in Dumb and Dumber.
That doesn't make any sense. Much like your face. Too bad they can't see your face to know what I'm talking about.
You should be glad they can't see your face.
Because, oh my god.
How dare you?
Your face looks so ugly singing.
This is the...
Your face is so ugly.
But, I just want to... Where's the napkin? I need to wipe it.
That won't work. It's on there like permanent marker.
You need
Unless
to get
I, like, cut it, you know.
That's horrifying.
You need to get someone to fix your face.
I told you I was going to sing the whole way to your mom's, and now we're almost there. Aren't you happy?
No.
You want more?
No.
Madison wants a longer singing trip.
No, I don't.
How
You better
about...
not be singing while we're going to Indiana. That'd
I
be
was
dumb.
just about to say,
If you do,
prepare for it.
If you do, we're gonna push you out of the car.
Then you'll die.
Then I will take over.
Then
But
you'll
you
die.
Oh yeah, he'll take over and then we'll die.
Exactly. Prepare for a 3.5 hour to 4 hour marathon.
Good thing we're wearing headphones.
I will take them away and put them in the trunk.
But you won't be singing once you get that girl of yours.
I will be singing even more.
No, you won't.
Yes.
Yes.
Want you.
Why do you have to burn me like that?
I mean, no one wants you for singing because your singing is so terrible.
Have you heard your mumble crap?
Huh?
Who?
How am I mumbling?
Uh,
Says the person that's singing.
What? This isn't mumbling. Do you know what mumbling means?
Mumble.
That was the dumbest definition I've ever heard.
You're the dumbest definition I've ever seen.
What the fuck does that
You're the
mean?
dumbest definition of a human.
Ha!
Ah! You're making me swerve.
How are we
Madison,
making you swerve?
by distracting me. Now people probably think I'm drunk.
With kids in the car.
This is just driving to the sound of music.
There is no music.
My music.
What music?
Singing is music. It's your turn, dumb fuck.
But there's one issue to your singing.
If I get pulled over, I'm gonna have to sing to the cop.
Then they'll instantly arrest you.
Because they think you're mentally insane.
That's not an appropriate reason to arrest someone. And I
Yes,
probably
it is.
am insane anyway. Austin,
You need help.
a lot. I need help. I need help. Thank you for telling me I need help. We're in the driveway now, Austin. Now it's time for you to sing along.
We need to
No,
make
it's
a
not.
list of all your problems, because you got a lot.
That would be a very long list.
He's got every problem in the world.
Basically.
Everything is wrong with this guy.
Yes.
How's he our dad?
Well, we have another week of wrestling that has come and gone. May 9th to May 13th, 2022. Of course, May 9th is Raw, then May 10th is NXT, and May 13th is SmackDown. I'll get more specific before Raw for a more in-depth review here. But let's just go to the top 5. There are no honorable mentions. I'm probably just going to dispense with that completely. With one exception today. So let's just make one exception for the honorable mentions today. Alexa Bliss returned for the first time since Elimination Chamber. We haven't seen her on television since. Of course, I follow her on social media, so I know she got married and all this other stuff, which, you know, is awesome for her. Hey, congratulations to Alexis Kaufman, which is her real name, on her marriage. You know, great stuff. But either way, let's move on to the top 5. So number 5 comes from NXT. This whole drama with Tony D'Angelo's whole group that he has, you know, this sort of mock mafia, and that rivalry with Legado del Fantasma. It really materialized into something special on this installment of NXT. And I am so sorry. I hate when I do that. So this was very entertaining. It was like kind of throughout the night on NXT. I, of course, may be a little bit dejected because on the day of NXT, you know, we buried my grandfather, which, you know, is obviously awful. And then the day after, my great uncle passed away. So, just a terrible couple weeks. But wrestling has at least still been entertaining. Almost made it into number 5 was the Cora Jade versus Natalya, which was a great main event. Natalya won. But either way, good stuff all around. Legado del Fantasma and Team Tony, as I kind of jotted down on my notes here, just was thoroughly entertaining throughout the night. I can't wait to see where they're going with this. It's it's just going to be so fun to see where they go, and I can't wait till all of these guys get called up to the main roster to see what happens then. But for right now, I'm enjoying the ride on NXT. Number 4, we go to SmackDown with this in-ring skit, if you will, with Sami Zayn coming out to speak on behalf of the Bloodline and confronting RK Bro. Of course, you get into this back and forth, and then suddenly Riddle is volunteered to face off against Sami to put him in his place. Sami reluctantly agrees. You know, of course, Randy Orton kind of issues this, not so much ultimatum, but, creates a stipulation that if Sammy loses, then there will be a unification match with RK Bro versus the Usos for a unified World Tag Team titles. Later on in the night, we'll get into that here momentarily. We see an answer for that. But either way, this was pretty funny. I enjoyed it just thoroughly. Everything that Sami Zayn does is practically gold at this point for me. So I've definitely been... I'm so sorry. I've been enjoying everything with Sammy and RK Bro separately. Like, all this stuff. WWE has just been top-notch as of late. Alright, so number 3, we go to Raw. RK Bro defeating the Street Profits in a really fun tag team title match. Street Profits, of course, they're basically heel now. You can kind of tell in the change in direction and how their tone has been altered. But they're kind of like anti-heroes too. So they're still really fun to watch. I'm always going to love watching the Street Profits. But for right now, they are supposed to be the bad guys. But RK Bro gets the victory. Obviously, the fans are into it. Good stuff. Number 2 was also from Raw. This one very barely didn't make it into number 1. And I'll get into a reason why momentarily. But this was a great U.S. title match. Theory defending against Cody Rhodes. But Cody, they protected both Theory and Cody. So Theory retained the title. However, he lost via disqualification when Seth Rollins got involved. Seth Rollins, of course, is not done with Cody. He, had a cheap loss. I couldn't get that out. But Cody looked like he was about to win. I actually thought he was going to win. Like, oh my God, they're going to put it on him. But then, moments later, when the camera started to shift in a certain way, it was focusing on Cody. I started thinking to myself, like, Seth is going to attack him. So Seth attacked him, and now we know these two are definitely going to be facing off at Hell in a Cell. They just haven't made it official yet. But either way, Cody, this was a really fun match, and I think probably because it didn't have like a clean finish, I didn't make it number 1. That doesn't mean it was bad. The match was still great, but they had to protect Theory and of course also protect Cody at the same time, and they did it. So finally, number 1, the Bloodline and RK Bro had a great finishing segment here on SmackDown. Randy Orton, of course, comes out and mocks Roman Reigns, says that John Cena is 10 times the superstar that Roman Reigns will ever be. And we also see that the Usos accept the challenge issued by RK Bro to unify the tag team titles. It's going to go down. And before this is all said and done, Riddle gets a cheap shot on Roman. So that definitely portends that something's coming down the pike for that. Can't wait. Like I said, I will get more specific before Raw here on May 16th, 2022. Right now it's like, when I'm recording this is 12:56 a.m. on the same day. So this is going to be posted separately. Let's see what happens in this next week of wrestling, because it could be fun, should be fun, as we hurtle towards our next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell.